Hello everyone, this is Weeb, and today we're back on Epic 7 and we're gonna talk about the balance patch preview that just happened on Friday. So let's get right into it with DJB, the only Moonlight 5-star to get buffs this time, but it's fine, I guess. You need a buff, but to be honest there was other Moonlight 5-stars that could have gotten a buff. But this buff is very interesting in my opinion. So let me switch to this really quickly. You should be able to see right now. Hope you can, or else I will have to edit everything. Kinda annoying. So skill 1s pretty much didn't really change. It's just that now it heals all allies, but it heals less technically. Should heal less. And the soul burn isn't an AoE anymore, and it's only just increase in healing. And is probably the most interesting part. It's a skill 2 that was a passive before became a skill 2 that now is a skill. I'm just gonna assume that it's like Basar, normal Basar skill 2, so it's just gonna be an AoE. And so does it? Okay, yeah, 4 turn cooldown. I don't know if it's including this one 1 turn cooldown, but yeah, it's the AoE like Basar that those are as well miss debuff, but Basar does attack break as well, if I remember correctly. But DJB will do a new type of debuff. I don't think it's a debuff, I think it's just an effect that will be applied automatically. It doesn't seem like something that will be a debuff, and it doesn't say like for 1 turn or 2 turn. Yeah, unless this 2 turn is applied to the decreased chance and the barrier inversion. But yeah, so what does barrier inversion do? It basically transforms all your barrier into a dot, and if the target is granted the barrier, grants an extra turn to the caster. So basically this is really strong, because what can happen is if your opponent picks FCC and you pick DJB, you can, on the first turn you can S2 and fleet damage. How much is FCC barrier exactly? It doesn't say a percentage exactly, but we all know FCC barrier is pretty big. So all this barrier will become like will become damage, so can really hurt the enemy team. And since he is granted an extra turn, he can skill 3 afterward. The decreased chance is what, 100%? Let's gonna assume 90. Wait a minute, 85%, 90, 95. Oh wait, no, it's 85 after all skill up, I suppose then. Ah, okay. So okay. So no, the skill 3 as well give pretty much nothing. Give 2 turns, so yes, it's kind of enough, but it has a smaller cooldown. I don't know if the 2 turn was necessary, to be honest. I think he would have been fine with 3 turn. Well, oh no, okay, I guess I can understand the 2 turn, because I think he could have just permanently put immunity on your ally, because if you start with skill 3 and you do S2 at the right timing, you can just gain an extra turn and re-applied for the 3 turn. So now it becomes a 2 turn. Next one on the list is Haste. Kind of a weird buff, to be honest. I don't know why they nerfed the SQ. Like, I think they could have just let the bleed, to be honest. This is nice that they remove this dumb condition if the target is under elemental hero, but yeah, I don't understand removing the bleed. Yeah, you will see skill 3 is kind of a buff, but they also removed a bunch of stuff on it. Like, you know, he strips 2 buff, and he still puts bleed, but he he puts less. So I guess no Haste is not really a bleed in it. It's not really like a niche bike gun or something like that. And no, he can defense break, but it's not even 100% chance. And it doesn't say necessarily like here, infections increase. So I guess it's 85 at the end. You cannot try to do counter attack, so it can die like Blood Kind, so it's nice. And the damage increase is quite okay, I guess. His Q2 is quite alright, but the problem with Haste is that the way I see him is that he could be a great opener to strip and defense break, like kinda like Ran, but unlike Ran, he doesn't have the base speed for that. Like, it's yeah, okay, I'll show you in game. Like, he has an okay base speed, but 120 when you could just use Ran. Like, yeah, it's really not the same thing. But yeah, they basically do the same thing, but Ran puts more debuff, and he has even skilled refire. But I guess Ran doesn't do that much damage. As much damage as the S3, but yeah. He even has Ignore ER on his skill tree. Moonlight Haste doesn't. Moonlight Haste, no, not Moonlight Haste, Haste normal. Fire Haste. So yeah, kind of on a... I think it's the third time they try to buff Haste, to be honest, but still kinda ass, to be honest. So the next one is Choux. Kinda of an interesting way they went with her. They removed Ignore defense. Well, no, not Ignore defense, but defense penetration here. And they increased it. Like, yeah. I don't know, like, it seems kinda strong. They decrease the damage overall, so I don't really know. Maybe he knows she will do less damage if you don't have 5 focus, but if you have 5 focus, you will really do a big ton of damage. But yeah, and the healing part is quite nice, to be honest. It's kinda... it makes her more of a bruiser, which she was supposed to be, but I guess she wasn't doing enough, and since most people would use her on counter, she wasn't really performing well, because she would have just end up dying at some points without healing. And the skill tree is, well, yeah, no, I think you will see even more Choux on counter, and yeah, she basically has innate Hellbreeze for Warrior, which, yeah, we all know how that will went. It's really annoying. We're gonna see help. Can she still proc S2 passively? Or can she not? I don't think she can, but yeah. Imagine you get contoured 3 times or 4 times and you just give her full and she full life. Like, yeah. Will be really annoying to fight. I feel like we'll see with the next character, but it feels like Choux is trying to make her like hero heavy somewhat. That's what it feels like. You will see with the next unit why I mean that. So speaking of the next unit, it's Alencia. So quite a nice unit to have, to be honest. Here she was good at her release, but she kinda fell off because Beta Bruiser showed up, and yeah, so no, I think this buff is really nice for her. Actually, they addressed really the most important thing for her. It was that Mind Eyes was really inconsistent. Like, yeah, sometimes you would get it multiple times and it wouldn't even proc once. And here it's just something like kinda like Milim, which procs at her turn. It's still Trample still does the same thing, like you do S1, Trample will activate. Just that no Trample inflicts injury as well. 10% is skill, and they changed the buff that Mind Eyes give. No, it's only effectiveness. Before it used to be effectiveness and ER, but it was less. They decrease the damage on Trample, which I guess is okay, because since it will deal injury right now, it will be really strong units against, I guess, all ARV, because I think I'll return to the game right now. Doesn't S1 have a soulburn to defense break guaranteed or something like that? Okay, no, it's kinda like Rhyme, it's just increase the chance to 100% on a 2-turn instead of 1. Kinda like Rhyme. But yeah, it's really strong, because you could just defense break an LRV and then do trample. And after doing trample, like, LRV will lose 10% of HP, which will... At first it won't really reduce the damage, but in Inertia, since HP drop passively as well with Frenzy, this will really handicap LRV. And this, I guess it's just turn cycling. It's great, I guess. It's a plus as well. And here they change obviously the EE that was giving her more chance to get Zai to lifesteal as well, I guess. Which, well, yeah, everyone wants to cope. It seems like they are making every warrior looks like an Ravi of some sort. Really special. So yeah, it was the last 5 stars, so now we're going on the 4 star. It's the only one, only one. It's a Moonlight 5 star. It's W.Silk. Kinda, I think we could say that it's kind of an overall, like they really changed their kits. No, before she used to be RNG because she could like proc additional turn a lot, but well, a lot. It was not that much, to be honest. 50% and then 50% when the oh no, I guess it was 100% then. I didn't know that. But it was on the skill too, so you couldn't just spam it. Dispelling one, so now it's the skill 1 shoots an arrow with a 50% chance to target for 2 turns. Target debuff is really nice because Violet is still present in the meta, so if you can manage to hit Violet with this targets reduce the chance of dodging from Violet, so it's really nice. The damage increase is okay, I guess, because if I remember currently our multiplier runs that right, and they did increase the damage on all the skill. Focus Fire now has more cooldown and doesn't have the soulburn to grant extra turn, but no, it just a dispel, and it does like it's a dispel into kinda like Adventure Ras, SC Ras. It dual attacks with the highest attack. It's not A.Ras as the defense breaks instead of a strip here, but I guess it's still nice to have a dual attack with the highest attack member on your team. And then for the really big skill, I think it's Shock Arrow, so the third skill. It's really impressive how much this skill is stacked, to be honest, because attack the enemy with the lightning arrows, inflicting silence and decrease attack for 2 turns, and decreasing combat readiness by 100%. So, for those who do not know, okay, back to Epic 7. For those who don't know, this W.Silk basically has this skill but stronger now. Yeah. Dedica used to be really strong in some, for example, for some Abyss stage with this 100% pushback because it could easily control enemies. But now with W.Silk, I think we've got even better control. Because all they did was remove the anti-heal on the skill, which not really important, and remove the speed scaling. But instead, it grants a barrier, which I guess a barrier is already nice. And they added a soulburn to ignore ER, which like ignores ER into a silence, decrease attack, and 100% pushback is, in my opinion, really strong. She isn't that fast, but she's, I see check right now, she's 112 base speed, which isn't that fast, but you can still control, I guess, slower units. And with 112 base speed, you can still outspeed some of the meta units. Like, if I like... Wayong is 109, for example, so... You can still outspeed Wayong, do the skill, and if he isn't on immunity, you can basically destroy her. And because silence plus decrease attack, Wayong will do nothing. But you need to strip her first, because... well, never know. Most Wayong I know are on immunity. And I think it's been a while since they did a buff like that where they changed the imprint for a unit. And they give her a speed imprint which 14 speed sounds really OP, but remember that her imprint is only for 2 people, so it's like Chloe or Sorin. So for her it's... I'll show you guys in game. Here just imagine that the crit rate imprint will become a speed imprint, so it's only for the front unit and the top units. If we look at where are they? Chloe, it's the back row, basically. And Sorin is the top, no, not the top. The front and the back row. Yeah. So it's, in my opinion, I think, before he wasn't used at all. I believe maybe there was 1 or 2 people that can say I use W.Silk, but yeah, very few. And now I guess you have a reason to build her. Just the speed imprint alone is really good, and behind her kit is solid, to be honest. So in my opinion, she will become very usable. Probably, I don't know if she will become the absolute meta, but she has potential to become like a nastier unit. Same with Alencia and Choux, to be honest, they have really good potential to revitalize A.Ras for the top spots. Oh, and yeah, they also change their EE, because, yeah, for those who don't know, she has an EE, which doesn't change a lot, to be honest. But yeah, it increases the target effect chance of basic shoot by 15%, I guess, yeah. It's 50%, so 65, it's 15, yeah. 65%, I guess it's something, but she has other EE. Wait, I'll check what... I don't know what are the other EE for. I don't even know what's the buff EE give, to be honest. W.Silk, okay. Oh, she's the top one. Oh, it's speed! Wait, actually she's really fast, actually. She's 124, wait, it's actually OP. What the fuck? So which one was removed? It was the extra turn one. Extra attack regardless of whether the enemy is debuffed when using automatic fire. Okay, so it's this one that was replaced, the first one. The 2 other one will stay. So this one, it's... Oh, you can... Oh my god, you can strip with this one. So you can strip immunity off of Wayong. So, oh my god, that's really strong. And this one gives speed to all eyes, but... Oh my god, those two... This one will become really strong, to be honest. Strip into... Jesus, well, it's only one buff, but... I guess... We'll have to test it. Will it always strip immunity, or will it always strip the barrier of Wayong, for example? I don't know, because it depends if it strips the buff left to right, or if it's random. And I guess if you do enough damage, you can destroy the barrier, and then you will guarantee that it will strip, if you do enough damage on Wayong. So, yeah, no, definitely, on W.Silk, definitely going to be future meta unit, I think. And then the 2 last hero are kinda PvE buff, I would say. A.Montmo got increased chance to sleep, and she now dispel 2 debuff instead of 1. And she suffer less damage from boss monsters, so even better as a tank for Wyvern, for people who can't manage to make her tank really well. And then the next one is A.Ras. So I just skip A.Ras because there is advantage A.Ras after all. His skill tree now heals more. So it heals himself only, but I guess it's alright because his healing is really small. So if we would heal him by 5k or something like that, it would already be pretty good. And then it's his rune that was mainly buff, so the ally with the highest attack except for the caster. So I don't really know what this means. Does that mean that if he was the ally with the highest attack, he wouldn't dual attack with anyone? Is that what this is implying? I don't really know. Oh wait, against the god. Oh yeah, it's definitely that. Yeah, except for the caster. So yeah, maybe before there was some weird interaction before if Ras had the highest attack of your team before. Which I don't know why you would have the highest attack on your team, but I guess why not. After the ally in the back row suffers a single attack, damage suffered is 30% or more of max LP, it grants a barrier to the target for 2 turns. Okay, so now if your ally in the back gets hit on the hit, deals more than 30% of its LP, Ras will basically activate a barrier, 40%, pretty big barrier. 40% of Ras max health. Once per battle though. But I guess it can save you sometime maybe. Maybe. Don't know. Then we have, there is 4 artifacts which Time Matter basically receives the, what's its name? The thief artifact that was Wind Rider. I think it's Wind Rider that received kinda this buff. Before you used to have a condition to have a certain amount of attack increase. Now there is a basic amount and there is an additional amount that you can get from the condition. So yeah, it's something, I guess. Wind Rider is really good now with this enclave, so maybe Time Matter will become even better for unit like top model Luluka or something like that. Snow Crystal, I believe it's true artifact, if I'm not wrong, so I guess this crit hit resistance can be really annoying if you pair a warrior with something like Dien, which is very popular right now. You basically have only 30% to crit them. So it gives combat readiness, so yeah, that's really nice as well. On Eternius, it's 4-star artifact that no one uses, I believe. And now I guess it's kinda good. If there is a lot of enemy on, I guess it's more PvE than PvP, but if you've got nothing else for a cleanser to make him a bit faster, it can help. But yeah, I guess that's it for the buff overall. Except the Haste buff, which is very kinda, what could I say? It's really not good in my opinion. He needed, like, they didn't need to remove all the bleed on the detonate, like they could have just let it on it. But yeah, I don't think Haste will be good, but the other unit might really have a really big impact in the meta in the future. So yeah, I guess that's it for this video, and I hope you all like this buff. I personally enjoy them. I'll probably rebuild my Alencia and start building W.Silk, maybe even Choux if I have time. But yeah, that's all for this video. Goodbye, have a nice day.